everyone, and welcome back to Adventures with Them. It's been a while, I know, and we have been so busy here lately. We got homecoming done and over, and I'm now back over into my original area filming for the home vlogs. And not only that, but drum roll, we got countertops. So we should be getting back to where we can start doing some of the cooking and things like that in the kitchen. So we'll actually be back to where we can do more on a daily basis. So hopefully that's going to get our videos back up and going. We have not had countertops in there since March. We had new floors put down, the counters, the cabinets didn't actually fit in there. We had to remove the countertops because they both overlapped over an inch or inch and a half larger than what they were supposed to be. So when we pushed them together and took out the gaps, our countertops did not fit, and so we had to have them custom made. And it took 6 weeks for them to custom make them, and then it took longer than that to actually get them on the books. So we got them. However, we only have one side of the kitchen right now. The other side still has the countertops. It's the one that's on both sides of the kitchen sink. When they cut those and brought them in, for some reason or another, they ended up cutting the sink out 1.5 inches from the end. I don't know why, because our sink is actually almost dead center of the counter of the cabinets. And so I don't know, we couldn't have made that work no matter what we did. And so it had to go back. So only half of our kitchen is starting to look good. The other half still looks like it kind of originally did. But at least now we do have countertops. On top of that, I also installed Backsplash into that same area. So it's really starting to come together. So now we're going to go in there and take a look at what we now have. Okay. So if you can remember from before, we had these, they were kind of a gray color, but that actually was this color to start with. It's what they call Harvest Gold, and it was from like the 70s. This house was actually built in the 80s, and I'm not really sure why they even put that in, but they did. That really wasn't very common at that point, but they did. And so anyway, we got these new countertops. Like I said, these had to be custom cut. Normally a two-piece cabinet like this is like 36 inches. Well, ours are 34, and I'm not really sure why, but they are. And so I'm not really sure why ours are 34 inches, but our double cabinet like this is, it's just 34 inches instead of 36 like they are now. These were custom built, they said, so I guess that's why. And as you can see, like, it has to end here because this is where the living room starts. And so we were ending up with issues of it being too big. And we have this is our wall, it's the paneling, and that's what was back here. And so not only did they bring these in, but I went ahead and installed these, and I installed a backsplash. So as you can see, it's not completed yet. I'm still working on it. I haven't put the grout into the seams yet, but I just installed these yesterday or 2 days ago now. And so I am actually giving it a little bit of time to make sure it's going to stay up and that I don't have any that are going to come loose. They shouldn't. It has plenty of adhesive behind it, but I just wanted to give it a little bit of time to make sure. So I'm going to wait, and this coming weekend I'm going to actually put all the grout in. And so it's going to have a silver color, or it's actually called DeLorean Gray. That's going to go in back there. And so it should put it all together. And so I also, ended up putting these electric boxes in here. So as y'all remember, I actually got these for the rest of the house. I didn't do any in the kitchen. And then I got to thinking, well, why not? Because when we're doing things like, you know, holidays and things like that, and we may have a crock pot going, and we may have a skillet going, and we may have, you know, different things going throughout the day, the mixers and all this, that, and the other, we wouldn't actually have to unplug anything if we had these in here. This gives me 6 outlets and then 3 USB, so I can still plug in phones and things like that. And this right here is a prop for, you know, letting them charge. And so I ended up bringing those in here, and I think it's a good idea. So instead of me having to adjust my pieces back behind here, I literally just cut it out right around it, and then this plugs in perfectly onto this part and then bolts in. So I didn't have to actually redo anything as far as the outlet boxes went, and I didn't have to worry about like pulling them forward to where they come out or getting a cover that actually would go back into it to be flush. I just replaced them with those, and it seems to be probably the best idea. So I have this cabinet, and then my kitchen's not clean with cooked pizza. And then we have this one over here also, and as you can see, I did another one over here too, and then like that's the small mixer or the big mixer, and then we have the small mixer out and different things. We still have room for it. And so I have to say, now this part right here is not done yet. I am going to just go back in. I was looking at bringing this Backsplash. I have the tripod, so that's probably what you're hearing if you hear the little noises of me kicking the feet of it. I was going to go on and go around here with the Backsplash and then just let it trickle down to this area. But I started putting it in, and I went over here and started putting it in, and all of a sudden my small kitchen started looking even smaller. So I decided to take that down, take the adhesive back off, and wash all the pieces to get them ready for the other side. So I decided not to do that, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because like I said, that was starting to make this be even smaller. So I think it looks good like it is now. I don't plan on changing anything other than coming over here, sanding that down, and repainting. I think it's going to pretty much be done. As you can see, the cabinets right there, they need to be cleaned, but they are a light, let me see if I can turn this off and let you see. Yeah, you can see it a little bit better, I think. This is, the color is actually called Dolphin Fin, and so it's a pale gray color, and it actually goes very well with all this, because a lot of these pieces back here are the same color as that when you look at them. And so you can see that, and then so this is the same as the dolphin fin, and then these are the same as the elephant skin, which is the same color as like the trim over here. So you can see this trim work. And those are actually the same color, and so it goes very well. And then on the appliances that we ended up purchasing, like I said, we just cooked a pizza, so just kind of overlooked that. But the appliances that we ended up purchasing, I moved the plant light, so now everything in here has that purple tone. Turn that light off a minute. So the appliances that we ended up getting are slate, and they're by GE. But this is the slate color that we purchased. It's not black. You can see the black color here, and it's not silver. It's slate. And the slate color actually goes very well with these other colors that are in this Backsplash. And so it actually is pulling together pretty wonderful. So I actually am loving this. And then I accent with copper. So you can see like the mixer over there is copper, as well as my canister tops that are over here. And then I plan on getting the fruit basket with the banana hanger that's going to be copper. And I'm also thinking about getting the cookbook prop to put over on this other side over here in the back, to where I can just pull it out and put my cookbook on it, and putting it there in copper as well. So I'm very excited. It's starting to finally come together, and now we can start doing some more of our cooking segments because we have countertops. So anyway, I just wanted to show you an update. Okay, and so I just wanted to show you an update of what's going on and how it's going. And I'm so excited because we're finally starting to get our house back together. I mean, we've only been here 3 years, so, you know, just kidding. It shouldn't take near that long. But it has been taking a while for us to do updates and get things the way we wanted it. And so I am super excited that it's finally starting to come together. And now we can start, like I said, doing our kitchen segments again, start doing our cooking. We can start doing more than what we've been able to do, and it's a relief. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful day.